What's going on, guys? Welcome to Joy's channel. So today I just wanted to do a fun top 5 video again because it seems to be very popular. People liked it. So today it's gonna be top 5 sleeper units for Emperor's Children with what we know so far from 11th edition. So this is not science. I don't know all the rules. I'm just basing on what we know so far. I just wanted to do a early top 5 sleeper unit that might be right, or I might be totally wrong because I don't have the full rules yet. But from what we've seen from the force disposition, the close combat, the special rules for the scenarios and stuff, so I'm basing on that for my top 5. So let's start with number 5, the sorcerer. So the sorcerer will be, there's a little rule there that one of my friends point out that when he leads a unit, he gives cover. And now we know that cover is -1 to hit. So if that is working for the sorcerer as intended, when he's going to join a unit like a Noise Marines unit, it could be interesting that they will have cover all the time. And then at -1 to hit is not a bad thing. And then he also has the other ability that when he's shooting at a unit, there'll be -2 to charge and -2 to movement for infantry. And I suspect when the edition will start that we'll see a lot of infantry there because of that special rules where if they don't shoot, they're kind of like loan up 18. So that loan up 15, sorry. So that will be great. To have for to watch for, and he's cheap too. It's 60 points, pretty cheap. So that to have -2 to charge and to movement could be interesting. So let's go with the number 4. We have the Seekers. Yes, it's some demons. I think the Seekers will be actually pretty good in the new edition. Reason why: force disposition. There's some that are called disruption and reconnaissance and recovered asset, I believe. So if we go with that, and then we don't know what's going to be the force disposition of each of our detachment, but a fast unit, cheap with speed 14, and then scouts could definitely help for those missions there. So I'm anticipating that the Seekers might be good, and then they're still pretty good to do stuff like beyond enemy line and all the secondaries that they said won't change. So this is why they're number 4 right now in the sleepers unit, because we don't see them a lot, but I think they'll be good if we can mix a detachment demons with another detachment. Seekers might be worth it basically because it's a cheap unit. Then in the same vein, we have the number 3, the Fiends. Fiends of Slaanesh. I love the Fiends personally. They're 95 points, lots of attacks for 95 points each, 4 wounds each. They're Beast, which is critical. The Beast will have the keyword that unlock that special rules where they cannot be shot. They can move through everything with Beast, so that's great. They'll be able to hold objective, or again with their high speed go where they need to go to do the mission that we'll need to do now. So that will be an interesting piece with 5 attacks each, dev wound. We don't know how dev wound's gonna work in the new edition, but they're really good right now. And then of course this is all if points are not changing for any of those units, so we don't know yet. So I'm just going based on the rules that we have right now. Then we have the number 2, the Terminators. Terminators for me, I think they'll be, we'll see, what we see so far, I think Terminators will be interesting. Of course, their rules, we don't know how it's going to work now because like we don't pick a target anymore. We just roll and then we go with what we roll. So if they change the rules to give us a reroll for charge, that would be great because now we can fish for having like a long charge and then just go for it. So that would be great. I don't know what they're going to do with the special rules for the Terminators, but it's pretty interesting. What I like though is the fact that they will be hard to shoot. They're super cheap, the cheapest Terminator in the game. So if they stay like that, that's great for us. And then with that -1 to hit, with the rules of cover now, it's going to be hard to shift them, especially if we can buff them with like some defensive buff, like in Coterie, for example, like that Armor of Contempt, if it's still the case, or the feel no pain against mortal wounds. That could be interesting too. The -1 to wound in court could be interesting as well against shooting higher strength, so that's pretty good, especially that the shooting will be harder on them since they're infantry. If they don't shoot, they just stay on objective, they'll be hard to shift for 145 points. So I really like that unit for 11 with what we see so far, and I'm anticipating that we'll see a bunch of Terminators at the beginning if it stays like that. And then number 1 will be the Foot Demon Prince. Foot Demon Prince, reason why he's gonna be loan up with if nothing changed, loan up for with infantry nearby. The terrain right now lets him move a lot more than he can move right now, because if we look at the footprint, there's a lot of space now. It's not like crowded with terrains everywhere. So he can go for an objective. He's kind of fast still with speed 10. The fight on death built in, the extra AP built in, so that's going to be great. And then it's also that I'm anticipating lots of people will take to kill infantry at short range, but not killing like monster short range. So that's also going to be something good for him. We don't know how grenade's going to work, but if grenade change too, something really good for the Foot Demon Prince is to have loan up, and then if there's no grenade anymore, then less mortal wounds to deal with him. So that's great. The fact that he's a monster too with loan up, something to watch for. In the early edition, that will be able to score like an objective. If you can put him in a corner of an objective where there's like a little runes there, he's gonna have cover because he's a monster. So cover means -1 to hit, so harder to kill as well. And then harder to shoot because they're gonna have to come up very close to shoot him, so that's good for us. So I like that, to be honest, guys. I think the Foot Demon Prince might be the number 1 sleeper unit for the upcoming 11, and then we'll see if I'm right or wrong, depending on the full rule set. So that's it for today, guys. It was just a short one, a short videos for fun. I'm really excited about 11 coming. I can't wait to have more spoilers, and then hopefully we get the rules like before the release date, like we were supposed to. During our call that we got with Games Workshop, they said that there was a possibility we get the rules like a week or two before the release, so that would be great if this is the case. Then I cannot wait to start playing this 11th edition with Emperor's Children, and of course I'm going to cover everything Emperor's Children, like matchups, like everything you can imagine. I'll do it for sure. I'm very passionate about Emperor's Children, and of course I play a lot of game. I have a big community here. I'm lucky for that. So stay tuned, guys. 11's coming. I'm excited, and we'll do lots of Emperor's Children content. Thanks for watching.